May you find your peace. Today's piece is about this little guy right here. I would love to just go back in time as I am right now and just give little me a big little hug. It's so crazy being like a 25-year-old nigga looking at pictures of when I was like 2 and 3 and 4. It's like, wow, I've been here for a fucking long time, but not even. But to see how much has changed, to know that there's things about that time that I have no idea of, like all the people that were around me going through their things, and people growing. I didn't even know my little sister yet. I didn't even know what high school was. I didn't know anything. I was just a little ass nigga. I know for sure, and when I was younger, I always wanted to do 5 things. My 5 things that I always wanted was, I wanted to be an artist, I wanted to be a movie director, I wanted to be a musician, I wanted to be an astronaut, and I wanted to be a video game designer. Now, 3 of these things I ended up being very good and efficient at before I was even 20. So I'm really glad that I stayed true to those courses. If I locked in at school, I probably could have been an astronaut type shit. I feel like I was smart enough if I stayed on the trajectory of being book smart, but that shit got old quick, once. I just feel like when I was younger, I would hear, oh wow, you're so smart, and then see the smart niggas get extra work, and I was like, no, extra work these nuts, get the fuck away from me, bro. I'm about to cruise with C's and D's. Oh, there's an A, okay, yeah, I'm studious. Bow, here's an F. Is he stupid? Is he smart? The world may never know. And then with the video game thing, I'll take having the opportunity to not even design a video game, but maybe, they're like, oh, hey, I design a character maybe, or maybe I come up with a level design, just something. I just need my hand in a video game. And then 4 out of 5 goals ain't bad. And maybe maybe I can go to space, right? Okay, half star on both. Now I'm really 4 out of 5. I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. I'm so glad that I set those goals for myself to be efficient in something and, really serve my inner child. I really do like the fact that I can just apply my life currently to things that, I was doing when I was a kid. I like having things like that. For example, this is my first piggy bank. I've had this since I was a kid. In fact, there's $1 stuck in here. I don't know if you can see that shit. I'm not gonna get it out because money on my mind. You understand me? This chain, I haven't had it since I was a kid, but this is my baby chain. My uncle gave it back to me kind of recently, but it's my baby chain. So it's this is a piece of little me that I'm still carrying, But like I was saying, I really do wish I could give little me a big hug because I know they were trying their best. I wish I could just tell them, don't get me wrong, there's a point in your life where you're like, okay, that's my fault and I need to grow on that, or I could have done that better, this, that, and the third. But as little me was, I was inequipped for a lot of the situations that I was in, and I wish that I could just avoid having that version of me feel so isolated, because those were very formative years of my life, and there was love. I'm not saying that it was all bad. I'm just saying there are certainly, and I'm trying to get out of this habit, but there are certainly parts that I personally would omit. It's just something that as you grow older, it's not like it gets easier. It's just okay, this is something that not only will not continue to happen, but it is something that I can shut off in my mind, and not in a way of just suppressing it, but just okay, that's not me anymore. I think it's still very important to keep that connection to my younger self though, because I can't let them get lost. I'm them. I see myself in these pictures, I'm still this. That's not something that anyone can really take away from me, especially if I'm consistently giving it back to myself. The first part of loving yourself is loving all versions of yourself. And I'm doing a lot better at being just more forgiving and not just being grateful for the good and the bad, but just the opportunity to be here. Life is hard. Oh, fuck, man, it's hard. But it's hard to say this, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I wish Lil Me had me right now. It's not like I would totally make sense of things, but I needed somebody sometimes. And I feel like who I am now is that person that can be there. So I can just imagine myself now being next to that version of me and call it there. I think that'll keep me pushing forward, because that's what it's all about, pushing forward and loving yourself. But with all that being said, I will see you